Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at some of the gear that I use for more outdoor focused adventures. I'm lucky enough to live in a place where it's pretty nice to be outdoors for most of the year, and I've also taken some trips recently where I've had a lot of opportunities to explore the outdoors, do some hiking, just more active sort of things. And so I'm going to be talking about some of the bags, accessories, and apparel that I found particularly helpful. Before jumping in, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Danny, and on this channel we love reviewing popular travel and everyday carry gear. If you like these types of videos and you'd be interested in seeing more, please consider subscribing as it helps the channel out a lot. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and jump in. For longer days in the outdoors, particularly in hotter weather, it's nice to have more technical clothing that's going to give you some additional functionality, and that's where these items from Graphene X come in. This is a company I hadn't had a chance to try out before. So far, I've been very impressed with the Layer X t-shirt and the all-rounder shorts that they sent me. Both of these are infused with graphene. We've seen this in some of the items that we looked at from Huckberry a while back, and it's a material that's going to help make the clothing a little bit more durable, but it's also going to give it some additional odor resistance while maintaining a lot of flexibility and versatility. So both of these pieces have been great. Starting off with the shirt, it's been super comfortable to wear. We've looked at a couple of different kind of technical shirts on the channel from companies such as Bluffworks and Western Rise. They often use merino wool. This is more of a synthetic blend, so it's got 90% graphene integrated polyester. It's got some spandex in it, which is what makes it really, really stretchy. It's got just the ability to move very easily in any direction. One of the coolest things about this shirt is that it's all laser cut. There is no sort of tags, the seams, everything feels very, very just comfortable, clean. This is a shirt that's gonna be a little bit tighter fitting. I ordered it in a medium and it does fit, and it's meant to really kind of be tight on your body to be able to wick away moisture, particularly for more active sort of activities. This is definitely a very nice benefit. The shirt is pretty light. It's gonna dry very quickly. It's gonna offer UV protection. So all the stuff that you would expect from a more technical shirt such as this. Got a little bit of branding on the front, which is fairly minimal. And yeah, it's just an excellent sort of base layer. A great shirt for hiking, for running, to just wear to go to sleep at night. It's super comfortable, can work in pretty much any environment. It's also pretty wrinkle resistant, so it's easy to toss into a bag, to clean it when you're on the go, let it dry out. So super, super versatile. I'm a big fan of this type of shirt. And then you also have the all-rounder shorts, which may be my favorite technical short that I've tried out so far. I really love that these manage to be a pretty functional short without looking super kind of tactical or cargo short-ish. They are a little bit more outdoorsy looking, but they're a good length. They still stay above my knee, which I really like. The fit is true to size. One of the interesting things about these shorts is they have this sort of rubbery band that is meant to help keep them in place. So it really stays up wherever you want to wear them, which is nice, but you still have the ability to add a belt. And then these are also infused with graphene, so same level of durability, odor resistance. They're also very, very stretchy, so they're gonna be great for any type of activity that you wanna use them for. They dry very quickly, so if you are outdoors and you actually take these into the water, they'll be able to dry super fast. And then one of my favorite things about these shorts is just the pocket layout. There is a ton of different pockets for anything that you might need to carry with you. So you have kind of a more hidden zippered pocket here on the legs, so great for any sort of tech devices or EDC items that you need to get to more quickly. You have your pockets on the front that are pretty standard, and so they have a nice soft material on the inside. And then on the right leg, you have what is actually a waterproof compartment. So you can see it has a magnet that kind of comes over to make it a little more subtle, but then it's a very well sealed zipper. It's got a zipper garage. And so this is gonna offer some extra protection for something more sensitive. If you have some documents, maybe your phone, some cash, there's also a little lanyard with a clip here, so it could be a good spot for your keys. And then this is meant to be extra protective for anything more sensitive. If you want to keep it dry on the inside, there's also this nice lining here that really just gives you that peace of mind regardless of the environment that you're in, that your stuff is going to be good to go. And then on the back side, you have two additional pockets. I like that both of these are zippered, particularly when traveling or in the outdoors. This zipper functionality is going to just give you some additional peace of mind and it's nice that it's zippered on both sides. Often these pants will have one zippered area, and so really just very functional, comfortable. I think they look pretty good, even if I wasn't wearing these necessarily for a hike or something more outdoors. It's subtle enough as far as the technical side that I would feel comfortable taking this into a more urban setting. And then paired with the t-shirt, it has just been a fantastic combination for any outdoor adventure that I can think of, and has just kept me mobile and functional and a little bit cooler, particularly when it's a hot day. We've looked at a variety of shoes on the channel that are great for traveling and for the outdoors, a couple of different boots from companies such as GoRuck and Danner, but the shoes that I come back to most often are these Vans UltraRange shoes. I've always been a big fan of Vans' more minimal aesthetic, and then these have been modernized with just a lot more comfort than sort of your classic Vans while retaining that same sort of look. They have more traction on the bottom. They have just a little bit more padding and comfort. I think that they look great for exploring a city and just in a more urban setting, but because of the traction and the extra bonuses, these are actually great for going off-road if you're gonna be hiking, doing some trail running. So they're a very versatile shoe that I could wear all day very comfortably in a variety of terrains, and then they're also just really versatile if I want to use them for traveling. I did a roundup video of some of my favorite EDC flashlights recently, and the one that I have consistently come back to is the Ravivon Aurora A1, which is just a really great compact flashlight that fits very easily into a pocket or keychain. If I was going into a more kind of hardcore outdoor adventure, a dedicated headlamp like the one that I featured in that video or a larger flashlight might be useful, but balancing sort of the travel aspect and the day-to-day aspect for going into the outdoors, this still offers just an impressive amount of functionality. It gets incredibly bright and it has two different modes to allow you to conserve battery. I like that it has a reversible clip that's going to allow you to attach this to a hat to have a makeshift headlamp if you need to. It's also rechargeable via USB-C, so if I have my portable battery with me and this starts to run low, I can plug it in. So just a really flexible, easy flashlight to have on me at pretty much any time. And when I'm going into the outdoors, particularly if it's starting to get a little bit later and I need to find my way back to wherever I'm going, this is going to be a very useful and easy accessory to have with me. No matter where I'm going, one of the accessories that I always like to have with me is a HeroClip. Carabiners in general are a really useful accessory for attaching additional items either to maybe your belt loop or to a backpack if you want to carry a water bottle, clip on some shoes, additional gear. But then HeroClips go one step further with the ability to expand out. They have this really useful hook that gives you more flexibility with where you can actually hang things. So I've used this a couple of different times when I've been going to the beach or I've been outdoors to hang this on a tree branch so that my bag isn't resting on the ground, on the sand, where the insects are. And so it's just really useful, particularly great for traveling if you're going into a bathroom and it doesn't have a hook for hanging up your bag. But as an outdoor accessory, it's something that I always love to have. And it doesn't take up a ton of space. It's offered in multiple different sizes. And so it's just something that's very easy, lightweight, that you can clip onto your bag and just have with you in case you need it. For any sort of outdoor adventure, sunglasses are a must for me, and the ones that I have continued to use the most over the past few months are the Randolph Aviators. They come in this really great durable case, and I know these sunglasses aren't maybe the most active compared to some of the other ones that are on the market, but to me, they just have an aesthetic that I never get tired of, very classic. And because of the grip that they have, I've found that they're actually quite good for when I'm, hiking or doing something a little bit more active. They don't fall off or shift in a way that, I have to be adjusting them constantly. And then of course, they just offer excellent protection when I'm out in a brighter day. It helps me just protect my eyes. I like the look. And so if you're looking for a reliable pair of sunglasses that are made in the US, that are gonna work in any environment, then these are gonna be tough to beat. For any sort of outdoor adventures or just hotter days in general, it's always really important to stay hydrated with a reliable water bottle. I featured these from LifeStraw in a couple of different videos on the channel, and I've really been loving them as of late because of the integrated filter that they have. This is what makes them particularly good for outdoor adventures. If I'm out on a hike, camping, or something like that, this is going to allow me to have a drink of water if I need to in a pinch, if I'm not able to find something that's, clean or boiled or anything like that. This is also great for traveling. You can pour water from an airport sink in a pinch. So just really versatile. I love that they have two different styles. So they have the non-insulated style, which is a little bit lighter. This is what I use when I travel. And then they have the insulated version, which is slightly bulkier, a little bit heavier, but this is going to keep your water cool all day while you're on the go. They have these easy to release tops, along with kind of a straw mechanism here that you can get the water through very easily and reliably. And so both of these work great, very durable. And if you want some reliable water bottles that are going to give you that extra peace of mind from the built-in filter, then these are going to be some of the best options to take a look at. Whenever I'm going into the outdoors or pretty much anywhere, I will typically have a backpack with me. But for the outdoors, the one that I have turned to very often in the past couple of months is the Bellroy Venture Ready backpack. And a big part of that is the aesthetic. As the name implies, it's ready for adventure. It just looks like a rugged outdoorsy bag. It has Bellroy's signature minimal style, but it just feels a little bit more like it's ready to go into an outdoor setting. And that's, kind of what it was designed for. So it's very durable. It's got highly protected zippers and just some really nice organization, quick access pocket at the top. Got a external water bottle pocket, compression straps, very comfortable harness system. I can easily wear this for many hours at a time without any issues or fatigue. And it's just a very flexible bag. It's got the clamshell style opening, so you can really put a lot of gear in here, even bulkier items, changes of clothes, outdoor gear. You're gonna be able to toss it in there easily. You do have a padded and suspended laptop compartment, not something that I necessarily take with me into the outdoors, but on trips where I've been traveling to places where I need to take my laptop, but I still need something that's going to be able to handle some hikes and exploration, this bag has worked very well as kind of that laptop bag while I'm in transit. And so just a great experience so far. This has been one of my favorite bags of 2023. And if you need something flexible that's going to be ready to go into the outdoors, this is going to be a fantastic option to take a look at. If you're looking for something that can double as a travel backpack as well as a hiking/day pack, one of my favorite options is the Patagonia 32-liter black hole pack. I have used this quite a bit over the past few months and have always been just impressed with the versatility of this bag. Even though it's 32 liters, it doesn't feel overwhelmingly big, but it can hold a ton of stuff given its more simple layout. It isn't a clamshell style bag, it's more of a top loader, so you can just kind of stuff it with a bunch of pouches, packing cubes, and anything that you might need to for travel. But then it's also very capable as an outdoor bag. It's got this rugged, weather-resistant exterior. You have webbing along the front that's going to allow you to clip on additional accessories. You have water bottle pockets to be able to easily access your hydration while you're on the go. A couple of different handles so that you can hang the bag up or carry it. You have a large quick access pocket on the top to be able to get to all of your essentials while you're outdoors. Pretty comfortable harness system as well. It's got a nice amount of breathability and padding. It's not the most supportive per se, but that does help keep the weight of the bag pretty low. It's also hydration bladder compatible. If you want some extra hydration while you're on a longer hike or something like that, quick access pocket on the front, and then you have also a laptop compartment if you want to use this for kind of a trip where you need your device. So really just flexible, a lot of space, something that I've been able to use in a ton of different environments. And if you're looking for a weather resistant, lightweight, spacious, and durable kind of all-purpose pack, then I definitely recommend you check this one out. Whether I'm traveling or going into the outdoors, one thing I always have with me is a portable battery for my phone. My phone is my lifeline to so many things, whether it's navigation, photos, communication, that I definitely want to have a backup with me. And I know there's a lot of different styles of portable batteries, brands, capacities, and whatnot. The one that I have used most often as of late is this one from Anker, which isn't the biggest capacity, but for traveling in particular, it's nice because it's still a little bit more compact. It easily fits in my pocket. And one of my favorite things is that it attaches magnetically to my phone, which I know is not the fastest charging, but it's just super convenient to put it with my phone and then keep it in my pocket so that it's charging versus me having to deal with an additional cable, which is just an extra nuisance. And I don't know, I just kind of like the ability for it to magnetize. It also works as a phone stand. This is why this is my go-to for travel, because when I'm on a flight, I can just put up the stand, connect my phone, and then it'll be charging while I'm actually watching something. So maybe not something that I will do as much in the outdoors because I'm hiking, walking around, so it's maybe more to keep my phone charged while I'm taking pictures or just to make sure that I can communicate in case of an emergency. But it's a good balance. It still manages to charge my phone very easily. And you know, if you're looking for something compact that's going to give you just a little bit more functionality because of the stand, this is going to be a great option to take a look at. And if not, any of the larger capacity options from Anker will always be reliable options to check out. One thing that I always like to have with me in the outdoors is some sort of a medical kit. And I'm a big fan of more miniature kits such as this one from Coleman, as it can also work quite well for traveling. And it's pretty simple. It's gonna have some bandages, some ointment to just take care of light scrapes and issues that I might run into. I have a larger medical kit that I showed in my Last of Us EDC walkthrough, which is gonna be maybe able to handle some rougher injuries. Regardless, both of them are just a great thing to have in case you happen to run into any issues, especially something like this. This is super small. I have one of these in my car. I have one in my EDC bag, and then when I'm traveling, it's just a good backup to have. This one has, in addition to bandages, the ointment, I think it might have a razor blade, which I leave out if I'm traveling, and it's super cheap, so it's just very easy to grab a couple of these or to get one of the larger medical kits. Regardless, if you're going somewhere that it's going to be a little bit more adventurous, I always recommend having at least a light medical kit. And so that's it. That's some of the gear that I used for more outdoor focused adventures. Hopefully this video was helpful. If you have any questions on the items that I featured in the video or suggestions for similar things that I should check out, as always, please let me know in the comments. And I'll make sure to include links in the description below to the individual reviews for any of the items that I have done, as well as links to some of the other roundup videos that I've done in the past for things like my packing list for minimal travel, favorite bags, favorite apparel, things like that, if you're curious to see more. And I want to thank you as always for watching and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any upcoming videos, and we'll see you in the next one.